Welcome to Cars Tour Night in America. Folks, there have been pivotal moments in history that have moved the needle for civilization. The invention of the wheel, the moon landing, the 79 Daytona 500. And tonight, Saturday's Best had their own 79 500 right here in Wilkes-Barre County, live on FS1, to see who will be the next Josh Berry or Butterbean Queen. George Jones said it's finally Friday, but Buddy Pulley says this is Saturday night. On Tour from North Wilkesboro Speedway starts right now. Everyone wants to be there on Sunday, but as every short tracker will tell you, there is no Sunday without Saturday night. And every week, all across the nation, late models own Saturday night. This is the ballad of the sport's backbone, its hometown, its weekly star, and its greatest racing. This is Saturday night. This is On Tour. Welcome back to On Tour. My name is Buddy Pulley. I head up the late model coverage here on ATYL Media. As you heard in the intro, the Cars Tour was in Wilkes-Barre County for their marquee race of the season. Accompanying the All-Star race, the weekend kicked off with the Pro Late Model division, where it was Truck Series driver and defending Cars Tour Pro Late Model champion Caden Honeycutt taking home the victory. Caden ran triple duty as well as running the late model stock and obviously the truck race, and he was one of several drivers to contest one of the Cars Tour events and another event throughout the weekend. Keelan Harvick was able to muster up a third place finish, beating out Cup Series winner Josh Berry, and with that, that's all the proof I need. Go ahead, put Keelan in a Cup car. Moving on to Friday, and after the support division had their pit stop competition, it was time for the main event, the late model stock race. And of course, the big story coming in was the race being simulcast on Fox Sports 1 and Flow Racing. An absolutely monumental night for the series, bringing the Cars Tour into the living rooms of thousands of new fans. So naturally, I asked the drivers what might be the lasting impact given the opportunity to put their talent, their team, and their sponsors on national television.
Oh man, it is awesome. I can't thank the Cars Tour enough, the ownership group, all the strings they had to pull and all the ties and loops they had to jump through to make this happen. The race on FS1 was awesome, so I hope that people kind of got to see me race a little bit and chop it up, but just really blessed to be here, man. I can't thank everybody enough. Coleman Rector and David Taylor with Jesus is Lord on the car. I've really devoted myself and spreading my message about Christianity, trying to bring my generation to it. And man, God's got a plan. So His plan wasn't for me to end up in victory lane tonight, but His plan was to keep me safe, keep me in one piece, and to have a great run.
I was worried about it like during the race when that pile up happened. Like I was worried about my car, and we come and get it fixed. I'm like, what time is it? Like, is everything going good on TV? Like, I think everybody probably had a little bit of that in their head. Like, so even at the end, like one of the first things I asked when I came in was like, what time did the race finish? Did it finish in time? Did they keep it up? And they're like, yeah, interviewed TV and everything. I guess it did, right? Everything on TV? Okay, so yeah, that's awesome. So obviously, means a lot to me because, I mean, you sleep 300 yards that way and you walk up here and you're on TV. So it's weird. Not many things in the world that you can do that.
It's pretty awesome. I got on the radio. I was like, well, national TV, boys. No, race car's clean. Missed a pile of wrecks. We're really good. I think the Van Dyke team, Timber Waters for coming on board. Most of the business on the car this week with me and everybody else, Higher Motor, Buddy House Collision. All my hometown, Littleton, North Carolina, my fans, my team at the shop. I want to thank everybody.
Oh man, it's everything. It is. It's not just great for our series, but for the sport. It's great for the sport. I do wish we would have looked a little better on national TV. I don't know what the hell everybody was thinking. These are the best guys in the country at what we do. Every one of them. There's no slouches here. And it's unacceptable. Driving over your head, I get it. Everybody's hyped. Everybody's excited, I get it, but you must first finish to finish a race. You know what I mean? Great night. I'm cool. It's really cool to be a part of it, man. I'm happy to be here. Aggravated, but happy. Thankful for Junior and Kevin Harvick and everybody that supports this series and everybody that supports me. Torp Chassis, Rankin Race Engines, ABC Hosiery, Gildan, just everybody on that one car, man.
It's incredible. hopefully this is a thing that Fox, got some good viewership on and maybe wants to come do a couple more events for us. And I think it really shines light on the series and, us late model stock car guys that are doing it at the weekly level, and just, the fact that we can put on a show just as good as Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the big guys.
Not only was the tour in front of a new audience, an audience that at one point was 365,000 strong, but they were also in front of NASCAR's top brass. And you never know who's watching. Just ask Josh Berry, or Butterbean Queen, maybe Lane Riggs or Corey Heim, all Cars Tour alumni. So I decided to ask some of the Cup guys to weigh in on the pressure and opportunity presented to this class of Cars Tour competitors.
It's an opportunity, or a lot of people view it as an opportunity to go and win or run well and maybe get your name out there and be on the radar. And it's definitely, it can help build your reputation in a good way, or it can put it in a bad way. So certainly, I think as we saw, Caden Honeycutt won last night, and he's, between that and the Snowball Derby, he's doing a lot of great things as far as being a racer. So, I've never even really talked to him, but I've already got a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, hey, I wish when I was racing late models that we did stuff like this. We didn't do this stuff of like companion weekends with NASCAR series. I don't think I ever had that in all my late model racing. So I think it's really cool that you can combine them because you have short track lovers out there, fans, that obviously love NASCAR, or maybe they don't. And I think it's neat that you can put, the grassroots modified late model guys, at the same venue as the Cup guys, and I think it's just good. It's healthy for growing motorsports.
Yeah, when you get to race in front of the Cup garage, it's a huge opportunity, and opportunities come with pressure, but it's a good one to have.
One driver who isn't letting any opportunity go to waste is Landen Lewis, as he dominated, leading all 100 laps to score his second straight Cars Tour victory and cements himself into Cars Tour history. If you didn't already know the name Landen Lewis, well, you damn sure know it now, and after that performance, you best not forget it. It was an emotional win for Lewis, and I asked him after the race to assess his night, give some insight into what the difference has been the past 2 weeks, and the feeling of winning not only on national television, but also in front of the boss man.
It was a really good night. I started out yesterday with qualifying, just having a really good car in qualifying, and being able to put it on the top of the board, that was really huge for as far as points wise. And then in the race, just fired off, and we didn't really get going there just because there's a bunch of wrecks and stuff. So once we got going, we were just honestly just too tight all weekend. Not all weekend, but really just in the race. It's tighter than I thought. I think a lot of the rubber had something to do with that. So we searched around, and finally about 25 to go right there, I really hit on something, and it worked out for me. And I was able to get a comfortable lead and not have to worry about anything but the 5 laps to go. And I really don't know what the difference is. I think really the difference is just everyone's clicking right now. Everyone is on our high right now. We got the confidence, we got the momentum. There's a lot of different things going, and we're at the point right now where we got some race cars built, and we're not thrashing trying to get these things built. And we've also finished all these races, so we haven't been able to, we haven't been stripping cars down and getting them clipped and stuff like that. So just being consistent and not wrecking the race car has been our big thing. And we have two more race cars right back at the shop ready to go. So that's always helpful for sure to have those race cars and being ready. To have Kevin here, that was obviously important. They've actually never been to one of my wins. They weren't there last weekend, and then they weren't there at Wake. So Kevin and Delana, having them both here this weekend was just super special. And having Kevin in the booth, and that's my boss, and Dale up there, and just everything going on. It's a big weekend for late model stock racing, and it showcases, once we got going, I thought it was a good race out front. I don't know what was going on out back, but just a good race all together, and I hope we can do this more often.
It's safe to say Lewis put belt to rear end in Friday night's feature, and it should be noted that for the second race in a row, he did it with the help of Rodney Childers. We know our winner, so let's take a look at the rest of the results from Wilkesboro. Taking a look at the results from the Window World 100 at North Wilkesboro Speedway, it was Landen Lewis scoring his third career Cars Tour victory over the young lion himself, Tristan McKee. Manny Tyrell rounds out our top three. Caden Honeycutt, in his second of 3 races throughout the weekend, finished in the 4th position, and Carson Lofton with a much-needed top 5 finish, his first since race 1 at New River.
We needed this good run.
we've had a lot of bad luck here recently, and to qualify good. It's our first time qualifying in the top 10, qualified 5th, and we stayed up there all night. So definitely a big learning experience for me, and hopefully we can carry this momentum into Langley, and when we come back here to Wilkesboro in October.
Landon Huffman finishes 6th, maybe aided by a little less left side weight, as he has another good point tonight. Connor Jones finishes in the 7th position, and Tate Fogelman, car 8, finishes 8th. Riley Gentry, car 09, finishes 9th, and Connor Hall for the 3rd straight week has trouble. He rounds out our top 10.
Exhaust bolt broke and started dragging the racetrack, and had to come in and address that. Just don't know what happened other than just got to get this cloud off of me. Definitely thought we were a top 3 car, and was looking forward to minimizing some, having a good run and minimizing some damage, and and just going into Langley with a little bit more momentum, and just bad luck. So I don't know how to prep for that, but just tough luck.
Some other notables: full-timers Brandon Pierce and Buddy Alves Jr. finish 11th and 12th, followed by unlucky 13th Andrew Grady, who for the 2nd race in a row has a good run go south, this time after some tire trouble.
No, they're coming apart. There are belts all the way around these tires. And it ain't just me, so everybody on Facebook saying I'm bitching and I'm crying, it ain't just me. We had a great race car, man. We had a fantastic torque chassis Chevrolet tonight. About the last 40, 50 mark, my balance just swung out of nowhere. I felt a slight vibration, but we're going so fast here, you feel them here. It's just a product of it. So I just really never thought a second of it. We come in and figured out what it was, man. I was damn sure content with having a solid top 5 night, a top 3 night, which is where I really thought we were headed. And Hoosier Tire had other plans, I guess.
Cade Brown finishes in the 14th position. Not a good points night for him. Hometown boy Dylan Wilson finishes 19th. We'll talk to him later. Mason Diaz, Ryan Millington, and Jonathan Schaefer, 23rd, 24th, and 25th, all involved in a crash. The Quapple brothers finished 27th and 29th, both with trouble. Caden with a blown motor and Carson with a crash. Corey LaJoy in between them both. And then finally, Laney Bice started outside front row, comes together with Jake Bowman on lap 2, taking both of them out of the race as well as a couple others. You heard Andrew Grady's frustration with the tires. Well, the fresh surface and high speeds at Wilkesboro make it the ultimate test of man and machine. We have more from Grady as he expands more about the load put on the Hoosier racing tire, while Lofton and Tyrell speak on the physicality that Wilkesboro demands from the driver.
We haven't really been anywhere that's this demanding of them yet. Wake County's demanding, don't get me wrong, but this is different. Now, we go to Tri-County and have this problem. They need to kind of start taking a look. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm tired of this happening, man. It's gutting for me. It's gutting for my sponsors. I've got great people on this car. I've got a great team, great guys, and this is just killer. We had a great car once again, and Hoosier Tire let us down.
You run qualifiers every lap, and it's so hot in these things compared to what I'm used to. With the modified conditions so closed in, and it's a lot of fun. You got to run qualifiers for 100 laps, and all you got.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more physical tracks. I think anywhere you go with the super high grip like this, people wouldn't expect it, but you're definitely driving it. I mean, only things that kind of save you are the long straightaways. You get to take a breather a little bit, but yeah, man, I'm worn out. I'm hot. That was a hot race for sure. My foot was burning, so you're gonna have to put that one on some ice later for sure.
She's fast and she's demanding, but for one driver, Wilkesboro is home. When we come back from break, we'll talk to Dylan Wholesome Wilson.
State your name and occupation.
Connor Hall, driver number 88 for Junior Motorsports. Fishing, working on race cars, hanging out with my girlfriend.
That's Connor Hall, and this is On Tour.
For those of you who don't know Dylan Wilson, he competes part-time in the Cars Tour, and he's a Wilkesboro native. Or should I say, a Wilkesboro Speedway native, as he grew up right there on track property. For nearly 25 years, Wilson watched as the track lay dormant, but when the revival happened, it meant more to Wilson than just about anyone else. once stating that riding the liftgate up the victory lane would make his career complete. Dylan is with a new team this year, MKM, and the pairing together have a lot of potential, but after early damage Friday night, they would have to settle for 19th. I talked to Dylan after the race, and he gives us a detailed rundown of his night at home and what races he has circled for the rest of the year.
Obviously, anytime we run here, we're happy, but I really wanted to get a better result. Like top 10s, I feel like is a easy thing to do in this car for MKM. Wade County got one, and thought I could, hoping to carry that into here. But man, it's a tough field. There's 40 cars, the best cars in the country. I get it. I put a lot of pressure on myself and all that. So I'm not really sweating that part of it too much. So not too happy, not happy with where we finished, but do feel like we made some gains. For being involved in that wreck early, the big pile up, I don't know what happened yet. I haven't seen the replay, but I slid into it right at the end and tore up the right side, just cosmetically, no mechanical damage. So we obviously had some aero issues, but other than that, the guys got it back pretty good, and just struggled with, I just stayed pretty free entry to center, and I just couldn't drive it up to the wall like those guys could and plant the power. So every now and then I would hit it perfect, and I'd really make some good time, and then the next lap I'd miss it. So it was just too much on the line for me to be able to go out there and put it all together. So just got to work on that. I need to go look at the notes, I guess, and figure out what I can do better as a driver to help it all. The crew guys are, they're way above my skill level probably, so I'm trying to keep up with them. But we had a blast. That's for damn sure. I want to get some better results. I think we're building a platform to be able to do that. Helps a lot when the whole right side of your car is still intact to make some better moves. But I do, man, it was fun. I was able to put the car in places where I don't think I would have been able to do that last year in my old car. Thing has a ton of grip. It's a headstock chassis. Man, this thing turns great. It turned really good at Wake County, and it's turned really good here today. So we just gotta maybe not make it turn so much, and it's a good thing for us. We've been searching for that the last couple of years. So going forward, that's something to build on. And now we just need to put a little more drive back into it. I think next for us, like obviously the 50K race at Hickory's high up on my list. Probably my personal car for that one. But there's some car store races that we might put together for the MKM deal. But most importantly, probably the Hickory race. And I might run some local shows and stuff like that here and there just to stay ready, because I'm tired of coming out here and getting my ass kicked because I'm rusty most of the time. So I need to start running some local shows and some more races just so I can come out here and mix it up with these little young punks every now and then and try to see if I can't carry the banner for old Wilkes County one time.
If you're looking for a sentimental favorite, Dylan Wilson might be your guy. Man, what a night in Wilkes County. It was just an incredible atmosphere and just a night that made me really proud to be covering this series. And hopefully it's just the beginning. Landen Lewis has taken over the Cars Tour points lead, but as of right now, we do not have an updated point standings. The next Cars Tour race will be at Langley Speedway in 2 weeks, so make sure you follow us at ATYL Media and at the Buddy Pulley for all at the track coverage. And of course, support your local short tracks, and we'll see you after Langley.